The chiropractic new patient marketing dilemma. Where is your chiropractic advertising right now? This article will help you end new patient problems forever. Common chiropractic advertising and marketing expertise say that the solution to problems faced in most practices might be solved with extra new sufferers. The fact is that more new sufferers can also or may not handle the exact troubles plaguing anyone's unique exercise. However, I am positive you can agree that most folks would be as a minimum a bit higher off with a couple of greater new ones each week. That is because acquiring new patients is a vital element of chiropractic practice. Therefore, understanding a way to maintain a steady flow of recent chiropractic patients into your workplace is no much less important than knowing the way to deliver a great healthcare carrier from the viewpoint of keeping a healthy commercial enterprise that could preserve to serve your community. So how are you going to create a consistent circulate of the latest chiropractic sufferers into your office? Well, it is now not by way of wondering like a doctor. That is because doctor is a selected hat within a healthcare agency and has little to do with advertising. Chiropractic marketing is composed of different hats that are not the doctor hat. In fact, the motive a few communicate disparagingly about different chiropractors who market their practices is that they worry approximately the photograph the health practitioner is creating for the rest of the career. The photograph situation has its beginning inside the fact that in this society, a doctor belongs in the fitness care delivery department of an employer, no longer the marketing division. That is not to mention that I consider chiropractors shouldn't market themselves. To the contrary, I know it is vital for chiropractic practices to do chiropractic marketing effectively and on a large scale. I'm clearly stating why a person might imagine it is strange for the physician to be doing the marketing. Chiropractic advertising is vital. Here is why. I trust that it's far important for a chiropractor to no longer best realize a way to do the numerous chiropractic advertising actions, regardless of whether or not he does them himself or oversees those activities inside the practice, however also to understand the subject of chiropractic marketing so properly that he can suppose like a marketer. In other words, it's no longer exactly sufficient to just do a little chiropractic advertising and marketing, or hire a person to do it for you. If you need to cast off your new affected person issues all the time, then you definitely want so that you can think like a marketer and surely be powerful to your application of what you recognize about the problem. So, right here is the assure. If you discover ways to assume like a marketer and you're effective in your application of the challenge, you may by no means have new patient problems once more, besides troubles created via too many new sufferers, a incredibly small membership you're invited to enroll in. All you want to do is actually expand your information of advertising and marketing, and then be powerful along with your application. If you try this, you may discover that it's now not difficult to force huge numbers of human beings into your practice. As I write this newsletter on chiropractic advertising, I can already begin to experience some of the readers of their drawbacks. But earlier than making a decision as to whether or not or no longer those thoughts are legitimate, recall that there is a very vital difference to make. Once you've identified the reality that there are multiple hats inside a company along with reception, billing, therapy assistant, etc., and that every so often those other hats are worn via a person whose important duty is something else, such as office supervisor, proprietor, or even health practitioner, you could begin to type this out efficiently. So what is the chiropractic marketing hat? The keys to wear the hat you want to put on while you are doing the interest that calls for that hat, and don't confuse it with different hats you could want to wear at different instances. This datum has many packages. If you are the medical doctor within the office, and you need to cover the reception put up, be the receptionist while you do it. In different phrases, while up at the front table, don't give consultation in preference to rescheduling the appointment, reschedule the appointment. When you pass home at night to the family, put on your hat as mother, dad, or partner, no longer physician or owner of the health center. To the factor of this article, when you are offering affected person care, wear your hat as medical doctor, now not a receptionist, biller, or marketer. This is the time to assume like a doctor. And whilst you are chiropractic advertising, put on your hat as the marketer and put that physician hat down. Think like a marketer at the same time as sporting the chiropractic advertising hat. For goodness sake, do what you are doing when you are doing it. Not something else. That is sanity. With that in mind, there may be a simple reduced difference between understanding the issue of chiropractic marketing and understanding a way to do a few chiropractic marketing moves. For instance, you can know how to give a lecture or do a spinal screening, each advertising move, but you could now not recognize what makes those actions a fulfillment, or a failure. To not recognize the basics underlying any successful marketing movement is an extremely good liability and creates a state of affairs in which the enterprise owner is at the impact of his surroundings, not able to modify his technique to adjust to changing times. Sound familiar? Understanding the concern requires a knowledge of the basics which underlie any a success advertising motion. Once you recognize and may follow these primary basics of chiropractic marketing, you can think like a marketer and in reality, make any chiropractic advertising movement more effective. You'll additionally be able to give you your very own chiropractic advertising and marketing actions. The chiropractors who can try this never leave out an opportunity because they're constantly capable of supposing like a marketer. Their Kong is powerful. And so can yours. So, what's the first step to thinking like a marketer? Well, giving up any form of holier-than-thou mindset maximum people get when we become an expert in a subject of having a look at together with chiropractic. How many medical doctor pals sent do you already know who be afflicted by expertits? The correct viewpoint is one among a humble chief inclined to speak with those in the area in a manner that they will understand. Be virtually interested by others no matter the reality that they'll not recognize or care approximately you or chiropractic. This opens the door to expertise humans and their motivations. Only then are you able to get busy setting up strains of verbal exchange to many, many people. To sum it up, don't just be interested in getting others to understand you and what you do. You ought to be genuinely inquisitive about studying others. Next, parent out a way to get yourself educated with reference to marketing and its software inside the discipline of chiropractic. There are many books, movies, and training programs each outside and inside our profession with which to obtain this goal. Even in case you have been to spend 1 hour a day for about 3 months analyzing the challenge of marketing, you may discover yourself in an entirely new realm of knowledge, literally an expert as compared to other docs. In just 90 hours of examination, you will possibly deliver yourself extra gear than you would ever want to run a hectic chiropractic workplace. After that, it would be the utility of these gear. To get absolutely precise can also take some extra months, however truly, you may come to locate that you'll probably see outcomes from the outset of your studies due to the fact you may simply start to suppose in a different way. Each chiropractic marketing side you rent is a type of like a Lego toy. Each Lego can represent a particular software that produces X variety of latest patients, along with a referral software or a company occasion. Build yourself a various fortress with those advertising and marketing Legos and you've got a chiropractic empire with vast flows of latest patients. Always. This principle is exactly what I mentor other docs on, in addition to how I apply chiropractic advertising and marketing in my practice that I run remotely. In evaluating, this all is dependent on you analyzing accurate facts on advertising and marketing and correctly making use of it. In any issue, there's actual facts and false statistics round so that you will want to also use your competencies of records evaluation. However, a number of us are doing clearly not anything inside the place of chiropractic advertising. So, happily, if this is the state of affairs for you, you could fall again on the reality that doing something is almost always higher than doing nothing. In which case the validity of the facts that you observe would be of lesser importance than whether or not you had been genuinely energetic in the place of advertising. Nonetheless, the truer the information, the higher the hazard of consequences. I observe the exercise of locating a hit action, and as soon as it's miles proven to work, then I pour the coal on it to boost the success long time period. You can try all sorts of new shiny affected person attraction tools available, but you'll need to floor your exercise on strong validated advertising methods. Ones that work in your office. In summary, assure yourself a prosperous destiny, with plenty of the latest chiropractic patients, a thriving practice, helping those in your community lead happier, more healthy lives. All it takes is a shift in your attitude far from the professional and into the shoes and headspace of a marketer. Do this on a large scale and you'll likely locate outstanding success every day. The lesson of the day to your chiropractic advertising: discover ways to suppose like a marketer and make it manifest. Dr. Paul Whitcomb, D.C. is a countrywide chiropractic speaker, ICA State Assembly Representative, Maryland Chiropractic Association Board Member, and President of the Chiropractic Business Academy.